Alright, welcome back to Spawn Mafia. This is Indian butter chicken curry. I do apologize for the video voiceover, but the mic when I filmed this video 3 years ago was either not working or whatever the case may be. It's a 2-day video. Day 1 is the marinating phase. I marinate this chicken for 24 hours, and for no less than 4 hours if you're ever doing this on your own. Its best place is between the 12 to 24 hours. Okay, so I came up with this idea back when I watched a video of Uncle Roger kind of doing somebody's Indian chicken curry. And one thing I will 100% agree on, I just showed you it, was a chicken thigh. Do not use chicken breast. They're dry and they're flavorless. They don't absorb flavor as well as the chicken thigh does. Okay, so let's go ahead and cover some of the ingredients that are going to be in this. Ginger. It's going to be 1 tablespoon of garam masala, a half teaspoon of cumin, a half teaspoon of chili powder, a half a cup of plain unsweetened yogurt, 1 tablespoon of lime juice, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, but fresh garlic or even garlic would be better in this situation. I just didn't have any for that day 1 and the marinade. Make sure that once you get this all done, you're going to grate this in or use a blender and actually make a paste. You can use ginger paste, but I prefer fresh ginger for these type of things. Okay, so the first ingredient I'm adding is going to be that half a cup of unsweetened yogurt. Then we're going to add that half teaspoon of cumin. Then the half teaspoon of chili powder. The tablespoon of garlic powder. And then we'll add the tablespoon of garam masala. Okay, so now I'm just going to grate in some of this ginger, which is kind of a job, which is why I mentioned a blender might be better. Okay, so now we're going to add that tablespoon of lime juice. Okay, as that famous chef that likes to make things out of nothing into gourmet meals, mix, 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 until you get that perfect consistency that you want. Okay, so I'm a little on the cheaper side. I use Ziploc bags. All I'm gonna do is take that marinade, spoon it inside that Ziploc bag, and then here in a little bit we're gonna cut up that chicken and add that to it as well. Okay, so what these cashews are here for is for cashew paste. What we're gonna do is we're gonna add some water to it, let it rest overnight, soften and swell up. That way we can blend them up and make good paste. Hi, Thomas. But yeah, you'll take that cashew paste and you'll add that to your final mix for the actual curry. Up next, we're going to actually start cutting up this chicken into nice, thick, bite-sized chunks. And then, yeah, we're going to go ahead and roll on into the next day. Not going to make y'all watch this every step of the way. And next day. So, this is day 2. Today, we are actually going to work on the chicken itself and the curry. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get our pan heated up and we're going to add that chicken to it. Try to brown it up a little bit, kind of give the pre-cook. So that's what we're doing here. We're kind of prepping the pan. Next thing you're going to see is the immediate of the chicken in the pan. Alright, so we've already been browning some of the chicken up. We're going to go ahead and add the rest. I want to get all that marinade out because I'm going to allow that to get mixed with the chicken as it cooks, and it's going to actually help with the curry itself. So we're going to finish browning this up and just kind of move forward. Alright, and that right there is the cashew paste that I made. Here we're going to saute up some onions. While that does that, we're going to go ahead and chop up these 4 Thai red chili peppers. I want to go ahead and apologize now. The knife was not a good knife back then, as well as the fact that my technique sucked, which I did not realize until actually reviewing and editing this video. Now, I do keep the seeds in for more flavor and a little bit more heat. That's just how I prefer it. You can take the seeds out if you don't like as much heat. I recommend keeping them. It just adds more to the flavor. Okay, so now the onions are about done where I want them. Nowadays, I'd probably let them cook a little further because some of them are a little not as good as I want. But we're going to go ahead and add these to the blender. And then we'll add the rest of the ingredients, such as the peppers. That's all 4 of the peppers added in. Okay, and so right here we have 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of coriander. We're also going to have 2 tablespoons of garam masala. We're going to add 4 garlic cloves. Okay, and so what we got here is a teaspoon of Despon All Seasoning, which you can see in some of the other videos. I did add the ingredients of that on the bottom, with 1 teaspoon of MSG. And right there is the 4 garlic cloves. Right here's the rest of the ginger that I chopped up. And now we're adding that coconut oil, which is about a half a cup. Okay, now that the coconut oil is added in, we're going to take this cashew paste, which is about a half a cup as well, and go ahead and add that. Okay, and now we're adding about a teaspoon of brown sugar. Set that to the side. Grab our tomato puree. We're going to use a medium-sized can of that. Add that in. Alright, now that we have all the ingredients in, the blender's kind of put together, we're going to blend all this up. As you can see, nice and pretty, but it will get better. And time swipe. Alright, now it's all blended up. What's about to happen off camera is I add some coconut oil to the pan and then I pour the curry in. Now that the curry's in, we're just going to kind of like let this cook down a little bit. Let the flavors kind of start melting together. Chicken is already in because we want everything to start actually cooking. This is the process of when the chicken finishes cooking, all the flavors kind of come together. Alright, now we're starting to get kind of the consistency we're looking for. But there are a few more ingredients you want to add. You want your curry to be nice and creamy, so we're going to add a nice little cup of heavy whipping cream. We're going to let that kind of simmer in, mix together. And then our next ingredient is going to be right here, which is fenugreek. You want to wait till kind of near the end of what you're doing because you don't want it to over cook inside your curry. It can be a very strong flavored herb, which is why you wait to the end. And then the next big ingredient after this gets mixed in is, of course, the butter part of the butter curry chicken. We're going to take 1 whole stick of butter. We're just going to drop it on in there. And then we're just going to kind of mix it all together. I don't know what I'm doing in the background. But we're just going to go ahead and mix it in. It's all nice and thick and creamy looking now. The butter's basically gone. Keep mixing, keep mixing. Alright, so now we're just going to let it simmer. Alright, now that that's done, here's the finished product. We got some steamed rice with butter curry chicken. And yes, I did use my rice maker in case you are working during Uncle Roger. But there it is. That's the finished product. Now, I can just imagine what I'm saying here. Look, guys, till the next episode, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We will be having other videos, as well as make sure to check out Ghost Buddies on the channel. Till the next episode. Peace out.